Good Sunday evening, everybody. We are like really close to Christmas now. Hope you all got your shopping done. And we got a special guest tonight.
Howdy.
Hi, old man.
Hello, sir.
Are you feeling older?
Yep. I'm 1 day older than I was yesterday.
Yeah, but ain't today the big day?
Yeah, but it's still I feel 1 day older than I was yesterday.
Well, at least you're still kicking. I mean,
Yeah, I reckon. I ain't about throwing dirt in my face yet.
hey, Renegade, how you doing, bud? Thank you for stopping in.
Hey, Renegade.
That's, oh, you and Renegade are the only ones that are talking. There's 6 people in here, but
Yeah.
you and Renegade are the only ones that are talking. So
Yeah, I mean, I told him you would blow drying your beard and putting your makeup on. So
I seen that. I was gonna say you're still feisty for an old man. Yeah.
Hey, Lisa Ann.
Hi, Lisa Ann. In case y'all don't know, today is Daryl's 60th birthday.
Yep.
Hey, Ken.
I didn't. Uh, I ain't sliding down the backside. Hey, Ken.
Ken and Ken. How you guys doing? Ken squared.
Yeah, I, I didn't just slowly roll down the old man's hill. I jumped off the cliff. So thank
Yeah.
you, Sam.
Yeah. About almost almost a month ago, I clicked another year off too. So I'm still younger than you, but I clicked another year off. So, so is everybody ready for Christmas?
I'm ready for it to be over.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the snow to be over. It's like 11 degrees out.
It's 8 here right now.
It's going to get down in the single digits tonight. It says,
and the wind is blowing like crazy.
Yeah, that I just looked. That what did they say? They said that. Come on, bring my app up here. It's 11 degrees. It feels like it's -3. 82% humidity. So,
I'm just looking at the. I'm looking right. I'm just looking in the corner down here at my screen, and it says 8 degrees, mostly clear. But the wind chills, it's probably out. Hello, Mr. Rail.
Hey, Rail. Yeah, Ken, we got at least 3 inches. I had to go into work early this morning, or into work this morning. Not early, just into work this morning. We worked about 3.5 hours, got everything cleaned up, and just before I came in here to get things set up, the boss man called and said, "Hey, we're going to start at 6 in the morning. We probably got some drifts and stuff, and I guess there's a little bit of lake effect, kind of not coming down hard, just color and stuff." Hey, John, how you doing? John. So,
howdy.
But yeah, lucky it wasn't your on-call weekend. I'm on call every night and every weekend. So, just they're not the during the week they're mandatory, but on the weekends it's if you can do it or not. So, yes, rub it in, Lisa. 60 and cloudy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 60 at Daryl's house.
Yeah, 60 below. It feels like
60 years.
Yeah, 60 years of.
Rail said it's been warmer. Yeah, they said it's or later on this week here. It's going to get up into the upper 40s.
I think one day this week is supposed to be in the 50s right here. So Wednesday.
Oh yeah, Ken. It's we get
So,
it's automatic overtime. Even at 40. Like if I was to take a sick day or a vacation day, anytime I work for snow removal, call in like that, it's automatic overtime. Even if we don't hit even if I don't work 40 hours. Hey Barry,
hey, Barry.
but you haven't had John. You work overtime.
I thought
Well, easy.
I thought they said that John the only time he works was when he gets overtime.
Well, I think I think he works so much to hide from Lisa.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
You got to work overtime to pay for a Ford and keep it running.
He's retired, so he don't go anyplace. So it just sits there, so it don't have to be repaired.
Oh,
Been salary your whole life.
I know it, John. But sometimes it slips up. I slip up.
Well, that's the nice thing about where I work at, Ken. Even the salary guys, they get paid extra if they have to do like the snow stuff, um, because some of the higher ups would help sometimes when we got really bad deep snow, and it just wasn't fair to them to come in like that. But so yeah, I just been riding around in my little brush. I could tell it was the wind chill was bad. Uh, uh, Riding around in my tractor today, my hands actually got cold. Uh, so I know it's windy. Over 45. Oh, you can take comp time. Yeah, yeah. That's the way they do with our hourly guys too. If they work more than their 40 hours that they're you know scheduled for, they can comp it or take the pay. So
yeah, there's got to be a way to put a heater in that thing. I mean, as many of these little electric heaters and all running around here now.
they're well, they're it's got heat. It's just around the controls and stuff. You can't seal them up very tight, airtight. So the wind blows in around that stuff, and a couple of the areas that I have to clean, they're they're like patio areas. So you're constantly going forward and back, and you have to raise and lower the brush every time. So my hand's sitting basically holding on to that control, going forward, raise and lower, raise and lower, raise and lower, raise and lower, and the air blowing right in there. How comes that? He's bashful, Ken. That's why he's not up on panel. But so yeah, I actually put my heavy gloves on. Hey, Mr. Briggs. Nice 14 degrees
Well,
out.
you're 6 degrees warmer than this here, Briggs.
Yeah, I was gonna get the plow tractor out and plow the driveway today just to play around, but the clutch is stuck on my Cub, so I can't get it out of gear. Well, I can get it in and out of gear. I just can't. It grinds, So
Bypass the switch, Ed.
it's a manual clutch, clutch disc. I think it's stuck on the shaft. A little bit of like rust on it. So, but yeah, I knew about it. I just hadn't got out there to. There's no heat in that shed, so I I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. I just got to get out there and probably just tap it with a hammer a couple times, and it'll free up and move. So, oh, there you go. If John goes up, Ken will go up. Yeah, but Ken, you got a nice side by side. Takes like a 10-foot wide swath. My little plow's like 3 foot wide. So, did you get the pipe put on the bottom of your plow, Ken? Did that work? And your headphones warmed up. Okay, it's 5 foot. Sorry. But yeah, Ken was going to put a pipe on the bottom of his plow so he doesn't tear the gravel up. I've got one on mine. Mine, I've had it on for years. So, oh, good. Glad it worked. Yeah, he just he got a piece of like 2.5-inch pipe, put a slit down it, and put it over the bottom edge of his plow to keep the cutting edge from digging in. I did it to mine a long time ago because I had a gravel driveway and I didn't want to tear it up. So, that's the way. I didn't even plow the end of my driveway or shovel the end of my driveway. I just let it go. Figure if I can't get through it, I either don't go to work or I put it in 4-wheel drive to get in the driveway and not be able to get out, until it melts. So,
wow. Well, if you got a 4-wheel drive Chevrolet, you go and come and don't have to worry about digging.
I got a 4-wheel drive Dakota.
Well, I sent you a thing for a 4-wheel drive van the other week.
I seen that. Matt's Off-Road Recovery. They actually built one for their record games to transport people around the sand dunes. I think it's got 38s or 40s or something like that on it. They put 1-ton axles under it. It looks pretty cool. Totally out of what I need, because it's way high.
Yeah, but that was a 3/4 ton, so it still would have been strong enough for what you needed for it.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're going swamping with it. I mean,
yeah. No, Mr. Briggs, 4-wheel drive is to get you out of places that you shouldn't be in. I learned that way back when I was young. You go as far as you can in 2-wheel drive, and then you put it in 4-wheel drive to get out of that place.
Yeah.
If you put it in 4-wheel drive and you go until you can't get out, then you're stuck. Hey, there's Ken.
All right, where's Clem? Where is he?
He's still warming up his headphones.
What's going on there, Ed? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Not much, Ken. How you been doing, bud?
Looking forward to that Kohler build. Love the case series.
Oh, I do too. It's been so many years since I've
there he is.
Since I've built one.
Every time I do something like that, everybody looks forward to it. So
there's Mr. Clem.
Well, did you see me break the end of the crank off?
Oh yeah.
He's got the he's got that voice made for radio.
If I had a dime for every time I screwed something up, you know what I mean? So
we'd be rich.
There you go.
The only thing I can think is that thing. It's out in the garage. It was cold out.
Yeah.
And I must have hit it just right because I've taken hundreds of those flywheels off like that.
Yeah.
And not just the K series, Briggs, Compsies, everything. And
the last time I did that, Ed, the damn guy red Loctite paper on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and I got tons and tons of messages and stuff that, that crank's not junk. It can be fixed. Yes, 100%, it can be fixed. It can be drilled and tapped as a bolt put in it.
Here, but I can't get
But
it.
That's going to be a giveaway tractor.
Yeah.
You know, so I want it safe. I know it's safe the other way, but in my mind, I want it done right. That way, if something happens, it wouldn't be on my mind that I caused somebody to get hurt.
Yeah. And those cranks are plentiful. You can get those cranks.
Oh, yeah. I had the first day the video come out, I had 6 guys message me on Facebook saying, hey, I got one. If you need it, let me know. I'll ship it to you.
I think I'm down to about 14 case series in my basement. So
yeah.
How many chainsaws do you have, Ken?
Right now, about 33, I think.
Yeah.
I had over 100 at one point, but I got rid of a lot of them.
I've been kind of eyeballing electric chainsaws.
I used the Makita electric this summer, but then it caught fire. Actually, it did.
I got a Skil battery chainsaw, and it does all right.
Yeah. I mean, for little lemon and stuff like that, it's handy as hell. Yeah.
Came in really handy.
Yeah.
I know the guys like to use them when they're going out to do regular login and thing. They cut their way through with them. They're very handy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to get, though? I got to get one of them nippers. You know, the ones that go, the electric ones. They cut up to like 1.5 inch branch. Those are really nice.
The Works or whatever it is.
Well, Ed done a review on one. One of those little small chainsaw, one little handheld
like
job.
Little 6-inch jobber.
Yeah.
It does a really nice job.
No, 6 inches this big, Ed.
Yeah. For sure.
Are we talking about men 6 inches or women 6 inches?
Every time Chicanic mentions 6-inch chainsaw, we're like, how big?
Quick.
But I want something a little bigger, something I can cut like a 10-inch log or something. Just to clean up around the house and that, you know. I've got probably 6 old chainsaws out there that with a little bit of work they'd run, but I use it so infrequently, you know, 2, maybe 3 times a year.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Ed, rebuild it or get it going, and then put alkylate fuel in it. And
I know.
Yeah. I swear by it now when I'm going to store stuff. I always, even my Harley, it's got alkylate all through the winter. It starts on the first turn.
Well, at work we put seafoam and everything. Mowers and stuff when we go to store them for the winter.
Yep.
Do
you have ethanol in your fuel though normally or no?
Yeah. There's a station down the road that sells the ethanol free, but I can't talk the grounds people into running.
How much more is it?
Like $1.50 a gallon more.
Okay, well that's worth it, I think.
Yeah, but what I was trying to get them to do before last winter, is run their mowers down to almost nothing. Go down, get some 5-gallon cans of it, put about 2 gallon in each one.
Yeah.
Run it through, let it, get into the carburetor and fuel injection and stuff, and then put them in storage.
And you don't even have to stabilize really with that stuff, to be honest.
Right. But they opted not to do that. They just fill the tanks completely full, so they don't get moisture.
Yeah, bean counters.
No, they're just lazy. They don't want to. They would rather just drive the tractor to the mower across the street to the gas station and fill it up than go get 5-gallon cans of it. So I just buy seafoam by the gallon can, and I don't even measure it out. I just go up and dump in each one of the tanks and start them up, let them run for 10 or 15 minutes and shut them off, and they're usually pretty good in the spring.
I was surprised how good seafoam works. This year I had a mower with a little bit of crap in it, and it cleaned it up. I just ran it for about an hour and it cleaned it up.
Well, I'll tell you what, my Cub 108 that I plow snow with, I was moving it from the little temporary storage shed thing I had for like 3 or 4 years into my real storage shed that I just got. And I realized that last year I was out of gas when I was plowing snow, so I grabbed my 2-cycle can and filled the tank up.
Smokey the Bear.
you know what? I put a fresh hot battery in it.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this thing, that 2-cycle oil gas in there, it's not even. I mean, the tank was full. I'm like, it ain't gonna start. I'm gonna have to clean this whole fuel system. I pulled the choke. The thing turned over about 4 times. Fired up. Yeah, it smoked real bad when it first started.
Yeah.
But it ran. I drove around up and down the driveway, trying to get the clutch to quit sticking.
No mosquitoes for a week.
And, the smoke actually cleared up.
The synthetic 2-stroke oil doesn't smoke as bad as the dinosaur 2-stroke. Yeah.
Well, what I think it was is the fuel evaporated out of the bowl, and there was just a pile of oil in the bottom. And then when I dumped turned the fuel back on and filled it back up, mixed it.
Yep.
Just
So you were running diesel in that track.
Yeah.
I was thinking about you the other day, Ed. My buddy had a 108, and I didn't realize that he hadn't run it in a while, and he had the pedal depressed. Okay, so when I don't ask me how it happened, but the teaser spring was stuck or something. So I popped about a 2.5-foot wheelie, and I said I do love the clutch jobs, but hydros are still king, But when you're snow plowing, there ain't nothing like ramming the pile. Just push it in the clutch just before and do that ram into the pile with the plow. I love doing that.
Yeah, and like I said, the temporary storage thing I had didn't have a floor in it, so it was just gravel.
Yeah,
and so that's why I wanted to get a regular, shed to get those tractors and stuff off that. And I think I got a little flash rust or a little surface rust in that clutch area. I shot it with some penetrating oil, and I was going to go out and tap it with a hammer a few times and see if I could get it broke loose. And I never did. And of course, I would like to have plowed today, but I'm like, it's too freaking cold out there. I'm not going to go out there and play with that right now.
What was the temp today there, Ed? Because here was right about freezing.
It was like 11 at noon, something like that. My brother just said it's 9 degrees now.
Well, that's like leaf blowing the snow. I did that with my cars, though. Seriously, I leaf blew them first.
We've got 2 guys at work that use backpack blowers instead of shovels.
Yep.
They look like the abominable snowmen when they're done.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, dude, how can you do that? I mean,
if you got a BR800 or an Echo 9010, it'll blow anything off the cars.
Well, we got the Red Max.
Oh, the same thing. Yeah, like Easy EBZ 7000, 8000, whatever. Yeah, those are nice too.
But they, and they're getting in and out of the truck, getting warm and back out. I'm like, you got to be soaking wet by the time you get done. Oh, yeah, maybe a little damp. I'm like, no, you're soaking wet, dude. As covered as snow as you are when you're done blowing, I would rather just push the snow because they got what they call the snow casters.
Yeah.
Like a little snow plow on wheels. And you push it. I'm like, I would rather use that bitch than that black backpack blower.
Yeah. Well, today it was really windy here, so as I was blowing, going right back at me.
Yeah. Well, we've got a almost brand new. God, I can't remember what the brand of the snowblower is. Upstairs in our loft. I mean, it's got the hand warmers and everything, and I know it's 10 years old, and it probably don't have 10 hours on it.
Wow.
And nobody wants to use it because it's heavy. But we've got a pickup truck with a lift gate, so if you wanted to use it, you'd throw it on that lift gate and go. And I think the most it got used one year is I used it in the parking lot to do between vehicles, when we got a real big snow. And I think that's the most it's been used. They had to have it. Oh, yeah. And then, they found out that it's a big pain in the butt to get the thing in and out of a truck and everything else. So they didn't even get it down out of the loft this year. Last year they got down out of the loft, and I had to go through the carburetor, clean it, get it running good, make sure it's run, make sure it starts up on like 1 or 2 poles and all that kind of stuff. And nobody ever took it out. So when they were getting stuff out this year, I said, don't even bother getting that snowblower down. I said, because ain't nobody going to use it.
I remember at our shop one day, we got 3 million square feet, and we had about 3 feet of snow one year, big storm, nor'easter. We actually had to crane up snow blowers to the roof because we were afraid of two things: the roof's caving in, number one, but then all the flooding, the drains can't handle it when it melts. So we were still blowing off the roofs just to clear them.
Yeah. The one year when they first built our townhouses, the townhouse apartments, the air intake and exhaust for the furnaces comes up to the roof.
Oh, got clogged? Yeah.
Well, they didn't anticipate the drifting of the snow when they designed the houses.
Yep.
And it's I don't know if you've ever seen the style that has like a 4-inch pipe with a 2-inch pipe going up through it.
Oh yeah. The old stovepipe trick. Yeah.
Yeah, the air intakes the outside and
the exhaust. Yeah.
Well, the way the wind was coming, it drifted and got above the air intake.
Ooh.
And was shutting the furnaces off in the middle of the night.
Mm.
Our HVAC guys were not happy because they didn't have a long pull thing at the time to be able to pull the snow off to get them to work.
Yeah.
So they were going around with two guys with an extension ladder and a shovel, putting it up, shoveling the snow off from around them until, and then they come back. That was overnight. They're in for like 3 or 4 hours cleaning all that snow off. And then they, the next day they came to me and they're like, dude, do you have anything I'm like, I can make you something. So got some 3/4 inch conduit and some plastic sheeting, made a nice little steel brand, a piece of plastic bolted into it, 10 foot long. And that's all we need. It's just, they're on the first, it's like right over the entrance.
Yeah. Roof rake.
Yeah. Well, they're right over the entrance of the apartment or the townhouse. So it's only 1 story. So yeah, they just, all they needed was just enough to get up there and knock the snow off. So it would just fall off and be down. So hey,
it's blowing. It's blowing like crazy here. The snow stopped by 11 o'clock today. But if I look out my window now, turn the light on, it looks like it's still snowing. Just the wind,
That's how it was when I left work till like 10 o'clock this morning, a little after 10. It was actually whiteout conditions on the one road because it's an open farm field coming across.
Wow.
And I mean, it is that real fine snow that, it wasn't even big flakes. It was just real fine. And of course, the idiot in front of me that's driving the SUV slows down to like 15 mile an hour and turns his 4-ways on. I'm like, dude, the road's clear. Why are you freaking slowing down? If you're going to do that, pull off, let the 5 cars behind you go by because we can drive.
Must have been from down here.
They actually went on by where I turn off at, but I'm going to guess it was a woman because, well, when we would go by like trees and stuff, like wooded area, they'd speed back up to 45 mile an hour. But as soon as they got past them trees and the wind come back across, they drop right back down, turn their 4-ways on, and just putt. So, much so the sun did come out this afternoon. I don't think it's snowing here now, but
where's Mudster at?
PA.
Okay.
They're telling us by Friday it'll be 55 here in Connecticut. That's crazy.
I didn't look at the long range. Yeah, I didn't look at the long range forecast, but I did hear that they were talking about being in the 40s later on this week.
Crazy. It was single digits 2 days ago. Yeah.
Supposed to get down to 22 here tonight.
Hey, all I know is I got my oil filled. I was like, wasn't too bad though. About $2.85 a gallon.
How many gallons?
200. That's every month. Every month, 200 gallons.
Oof.
And I only got a 1,000 square foot home, but we keep it toasty.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Connecticut. What do you expect? They think we're all rich.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've been using my used oil burner that I built. The only thing is that I think, well, I need to finish sealing around the air intake that I put in the bottom. But I think I need to put a damper in the chimney because if I close the door tight, it starts thumping and it will actually push a little smoke back out, not the air intake, but around where it's not sealed.
Yeah.
It pushes a little. It'll pop and like. Is
that for the house or the shop, Ed? What's that for?
For the shop.
Okay.
Well, around here, tanks that thump. That's what they want.
I don't want this one thumping, but if I just crack the door, don't latch it, just push it shut.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it, so it must be. I'm thinking that, and it does it. I think it's trying to push out or draw so much.
Yeah.
Because I even tried dampening down the air intake, and it does it worse. So, I think if I dampen down the air going out, it'll. Yeah, Munster said he lives in Northwest PA, about 5 miles from the Ohio border. I'm probably roughly 2 hours from Munster.
Okay.
Roughly.
Well, no snow here yet.
Yeah. I can be to Pittsburgh in about 2.5 hours.
Ooh, Primanti Brothers, give me a sandwich.
Worked in the freezer all day and left work today. Yeah,
acclimated to it.
Yeah, my feet were, and I even had my heavy snow boots on. My feet were good and cold. What's kind of showing here?
The old Aaron snow throw, all the old parts and stuff. But the problem is this one here. Hold on, see, it's got that knob for the reverse. I don't know. Show it. The old Aaron's where you got to press the knob with the button on top. For some reason, this one's like 1971. It don't want to go like neutral reverse. It'll go to forwards okay. And it's a little rusty inside. And I actually had it apart a little bit, but you got to split it in order to really get to all the linkage. I think something's bent in there. Runs great. I used it today. It was a customer's machine. Had it all done yesterday, ready for the snow. And by the time he called me, it was dark. I said, I'm not going out in this. I'm done. He said, it's good snow tomorrow. Sorry. Had it done at 12:30. He texted me at 4:20. I'm still doing my after stream, and I'm like, I'm in for the night. I'm gone. Don't ask me.
Yeah.
So, and then we get 3-4 inches. So,
yeah, I've actually got my grandfather's old. I think it's an MTD or something like that. Mm-hmm. It needs belts put on it, but it's one of the ones you got to split in the middle.
Yeah. Yep.
Put the belts on. So.
You can't reach in. You got to split it. Yeah.
Yep. I've done it once before years ago, but
I know what them MTDs are, Ed. Better to get the factory belts because the length is so finicky on them.
Yeah. Well, what I was actually thinking about doing, since I don't use a snowblower, I was thinking about taking the snowblower half off and putting a caster wheel out front with a ball hitch on it, so I can use it to move trailers around.
I see people use them too and make dump carts, like dump carts on them.
Yeah.
39. What's here? Hold on. We are.
My computer's showing 8 degrees with a minus 16 degree wind chill.
Oh my Lord! And I thought it was cold here. I'm sorry.
All I know, John, is when I hear that furnace go on, it's like $1, $2.
Yeah, ding, like a gas pump.
Like, remember the old gas pumps? Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It says 10.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Focus. Yeah,
you're Ohio, right, Ed?
Yeah, 10 degrees, and it feels like -2.
Hey, Ed, how far are you from Chillicothe?
Chillicothe?
Yeah.
Probably an hour, maybe.
Okay, no, my good friend Craig Timmons. I don't know if you've ever seen his channel. He's out of Chillicothe. Yeah, Chillicothe.
Yeah, probably an hour. It's that's between me and Cleveland, and I'm about a 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours from Cleveland. So
he said he got about 5.5.
Yeah, he's probably up in the he probably got from the lake effect.
Yep.
Yeah. Where I'm at, I'm right on the very southern edge, bottom of the lake effect.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be a real strong lake effect for me to get anything deep.
Yeah.
You know. What it says it's 8 degrees where he's at. So yeah, this is definitely not my sled season. My sled season involves the sunshine.
I wish they wouldn't clean our roads so fast. I'd love to get a snowmobile going.
Well, I used to have a meme that said, "Your sled season and my sled season are complete opposites. We're not, we're not the same, or something like that." So they had a picture of a guy with a snowmobile and a guy pulling tractor. So, but yeah, I dread when the snow gets real deep, because last year they had a new younger guy running the snowplow, the big snowplow around here, a little township thing, and I swear to God he'd be going 40 mile an hour down my road. Well, my house sits fairly close to the road. He literally peppered the front of my house with snow and slush, and my next door neighbor, his doesn't sit quite as close. He actually called the township and told them, "Hey, if you don't slow him down, I will." And he would too. He'd slow him down permanently. But yeah. Are the trails still closed? Don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do a valve job on that K series. It's up at my daily shop right now. I hauled it up there yesterday to degrease and stuff, because I didn't really want to play with water and degreaser and stuff out in the cold. So
now you got a new wave set to the seats and all, or what?
Yeah. Yep, I got a new wave set to cut the seats and cut the valve faces. Actually, after I got them cleaned up, they don't look that bad.
You do a triple angle on the seat or
what? No, I just do a single. I
46.
Yeah. Now, if it was a serious build for pulling and stuff, yeah, I'd do a double or triple angle and all that kind of stuff. But it's just going to be a stock pulling motor, So
now, what's that going in there? Enlighten me. What's that? What's it going in? What's the base tractor?
A Cub Cadet 582.
Oh, okay. A red one.
Yep. Yeah. They originally come with Briggs and Stratton opposed twins.
Yep.
But I just
didn't they come with the aluminum transaxles too?
Some of them did, some of them didn't.
Yeah.
The transaxle itself wasn't aluminum. Not some of them were all aluminum. Some had just aluminum tubes. This one actually came with the aluminum tubes. But they're on when my nephew was going to build this tractor, I robbed the axle tubes off it because he weighed like 110 pounds, and I needed the weight cut. So I stole the axle.
Swapped them out the iron ones?
Yeah, I swapped them out the cast iron ones.
That's a few pounds.
Yeah. But he actually never finished building it. The tractor was all completely sandblasted. All the tins are sandblasted. The frame. The only thing that wasn't sandblasted was the transaxle and the front axle.
I hope you primed everything.
I did. I went and it's been sandblasted probably for 10 years in my brother's climate control garage.
Oh, nice.
But when I went and picked it up, put it in my garage, I bought a couple cans of weld through primer. So I coated everything with weld through primer, and we're getting ready to. We'll put her together. I got to order a piston and gasket kit.
Mm-hmm.
I did check the bore after I cleaned the engine up, and it's a stock bore. I have a low hour piston, but it turns out it's a 10 over.
You know what I used to have, and I sold most of them. I used to have, remember the old 3 over pistons?
Uh-huh.
You just do a quick hone and you're done, and it's like brand new. But they're going for big bucks now.
Oh yeah. I had, like I said, I had a piston that I rebuilt an engine, and it ended up having a cracked block. After we got it all done and got it running, it would never run right, and it would smoke and everything else. And when I finished tearing it down, I'm like, well, I thought maybe the jug was egg shaped or something. And so I tore it down, took it to the machine shop, and they're like, yeah, this block's cracked. So
I've taken quite a few of them out to 10 with just my Lyle rigid hone.
Yeah.
Get some nice coarse stones, take it about to 8.5, and then go with the medium fine.
I'm just gonna put the cross hatching back in this one. It seems like it's still fairly round. So
new set of rings.
New piston, new set of rings, and
now, do you use a genuine Kohler rod or aftermarket?
I have a genuine Kohler rod for it because I still have the piston and the connecting rod out of that engine I rebuilt, and you can't even tell that it was ran. It probably has less than 10 hours on it. So, so I was, like I said, I was planning on using that piston connecting rod in it, but when I started measuring and everything, and nope, it won't fit in the bore. So
yeah, when I use the aftermarket, I always put the inserted bearings in them.
I thought about that. There was a guy that messaged me that he actually does that. He milled them out, puts aftermarket bearings in them. But a lot of club rules say that you have to have unaltered OEM parts for stock class. So I'm trying to make it so that if anybody that wins this, no matter what club they pull with, they can run it. Our club, you can run bearings on the connecting rods, all that kind of stuff, and hey, quick wrench. But there are a couple of clubs around here that it states right in the rules. Stock means unaltered stock parts. Yeah. You can't port and polish. You can't mill the heads. You can't do anything. So I'm trying to make it generalized that, and make it upgradable, So,
but I mean, you could always put in an LP head and all that,
Yeah, exactly. And they don't. Some of the club rules around say you can't do that. So, like I said, I'm trying to make it feasible for everybody to, no matter who wants to enter the raffle, they can. So,
I remember one winter, I bought 6 or 7 10 horse. They're my favorite. The 241's the best one ever made. And out of the 10 of them, 3 of them actually had LP heads.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And then eBay got crazy, and each one of the heads went for $200 each. So I made all my money back on the engines.
Oh yeah. I even had one guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got probably 6 or 8 12-horse cranks." He goes, "We don't like to use those. We use the 14-horse cranks."
Same thing.
Yeah.
Well, the counterweight's a little bit different on the counterweight, a little bit.
But it's still.
It'll work. Oh yeah, same stroke. Yeah, same. Yeah, same stroke.
So I'm like, oh, okay, Yeah. But yeah, I've been going through all what I have left of single cylinder parts, and I thought I had another crank upstairs, which I should have, but I quickly remembered that I gave it to a friend of mine when he burn a crank up. So, because honestly, back when I put all that, had all that stuff into storage, I was never planning on building another single cylinder for competition.
Yeah.
So, all the aftermarket hopped up parts and stuff have gone bye-bye.
Yeah. I must have 3 or 4 K301s, parts engines, but complete, sitting around.
Yeah.
Most I got is 10s. I got 10s, couple 3 to 4 12s, probably 2 or 3 14s, and I have 3 K341s. One of them NOS short block, never used.
Ooh.
I got that out of a guy's basement. It had a little bit of surface rust underneath it, and I'm going back 15 years ago. Now with all these rust solutions, wow, that thing's gonna be like brand new. And I found 2 NOS 10-bolt 16-horse heads. NOS in the box. Check out this, $30 a piece.
Oof.
But that was 17 years ago.
Oh,
I sold one of them a few years ago for $250.
Wow.
The NOS in the cold box. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, back whenever I was midway through my pulling, when I was still running some single cylinders, you could find 16 horses around because nobody wanted them because there was a class for them, but the 12s and 14s were more popular.
Yeah, but unless you get a 13 fin, though, you never know, right?
Right. And they so you used to go buy 16 horses, cheap.
Yeah.
But now, when I would like to find a 16 just to play with, people are wanting $600-800 for them.
Oh my God! Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Well, because they know you want to build a pulling engine.
Yeah. Wow.
But I DIY. But they hi Quick Wrench. Didn't see you come in, bud. But I actually had a 13 fin 12 or 14 horse, and I let it go to a buddy of mine, and back then we actually had 2 of them. I had one, another guy had one, and we had a guy that was pulling with our club that he restudded a 16 horse to take a 12 or 14 horse head.
He went from 10 bolt to 9?
Yeah.
See, that's how I caught a guy one time. He go, "Oh, he's a 10 horse." I go, "Why is there 10 bolts?" And he looked at me. I was like, I was born on a Friday, but one last Friday.
Exactly. That's why he did it, because he's running a 16 and a 12, 14 horse class.
Yeah. Wow.
And he, everybody was.
There's subtle differences in the block. If you know the blocks, you can tell. Yeah.
People were bitching, but nobody would protest them because it was $100 to protest.
Oh.
So,
hush, Millie.
Settle down, Briggs.
Me and a couple buddies decided we were going to build an engine that was a cheater motor.
Yeah. Yep.
And we took a 13 fin 14 horse and bored it out to a 16.
I didn't know that 14 came in a 13 fan.
Or I'm sorry, 12.
Oh, okay.
13. And bored it and sleeved it to a 16.
I was going to say there ain't much wall thickness there.
No. And the club that we were pulling with at the time, you're allowed running head straps just because.
Yeah. Some clubs make you do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And we bored it out and put the 16 piston in it and poured it and polished and bigger valves and got the offset valve guides, which moves the valves closer to the cylinder when you put bigger valves in it.
Yep.
So we did all that and just went out and just handed that dude handed it to him.
His lunch.
And he started bitching and complaining. We're like, well, if you want, protest. protest. And he would never protest us. Well, after like 3 or 4 pulls, he was getting like really pissed off. So my buddy, being the smart ass he was, he's like, I want to protest his tractor, because he is the one driving it. And so they went to him and said, yeah, we got to protest. Oh, you're not pulling the head off my tractor, blah, blah, blah,
Well, and you forfeit.
Like, yeah, you forfeit. Then he thought he'd be a smart ass. Well, I want to protest their tractor. We looked right at the president, the vice president, said, okay, give them $100 because we're illegal. We'll tell you right now, we're illegal. It's a 16 horse motor. And everybody looks at it like, no, it's not. It's good. It's like, nope, it's a 16. We actually pulled the head off. They measured it. And they seen the sleeve and everything else. And they were. I mean, it had a billet rod, a billet piston. It was designed to be.
Yeah, half the innards were Midwest Super Cub.
Yeah, actually, yes, it was. And that guy, he loaded up, he left, and he didn't come back for. I think he quit coming the rest of that season, and then he showed up the beginning of the next season. And same tractors. He said they were different engines. Said they were legal engines, and so my one buddy went up to him and said, "Hey, if you start winning right off the bat, we're bringing that one back out, and we're going to protest you because we still have it." And he didn't. He placed in the top 10 about half the year. Then he started moving up. Said he was tuning it. So, but yeah, he wasn't real happy when somebody beat him at his own game.
Sure.
But it was just funny because my buddy's like, yeah, you don't even have to pull the head off. We're illegal. We're admitted. We did it just to piss him off.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And to do what a lot of people say couldn't be done, or a 12 horse clear to a 16.
Sure.
And the thing would get pushed on and off the trailer, up onto the track. We'd start it right on the track, hook it to the sled, run it, shut it off, because we knew that eventually that head was going to be a rocket.
Oh yeah.
Or the jug was going to be a rocket. So, but they, everybody's like, oh, you can't bore a 12. Oh, yes, you can. You can do it.
You can bore anything with it if you're willing to spend the money.
If you get, and the machine shop that did it,
the
machine shop that did it was a good friend of ours. And we told him what we were doing. So he did the machine work for free. Just wanted to prove that it could be done and could be run. But he literally milled it, put the sleeve in, and then TIG welded the sleeve to the block, inside the block bore, just to make sure that it, wasn't going to slide up and down with the piston, But yeah, he was like, oh man, we can do this, we can do that, we can remill the intake, and we're like, oh, it has to be stock appearing on the outside. We can't put it, standoffs on the carburetor, and we can't go with a billet head and all this kind of crap. He literally put steel all thread clear down into the block, TIG welded those in place, so not only the head hold down was there, all the head bolts went down into the block and were welded into the block, and and he told us too, he goes, don't run this thing like a lawnmower. He said, run it as very little as you possibly can. He said, because he said that jug may come off there.
Yeah, but what about flywheel though? Were you scared about the flywheel on that thing?
No. We didn't turn over 4,500 RPM.
Oh, okay.
But the machine shop guy, he didn't want us overheating it.
Yeah.
With running it, making that jug move inside that, he was afraid that it would crack the fins, and that the fins might start falling off. So, but yeah, That's the same machine shop too that actually cut a block in half and made his own jug for the top that bolted on down through, and he put a small block Chevy piston in it.
Oh well.
Chevy 350 piston in it. But he made, basically it's like a 2-stroke, the old motorcycles that have the jug that come on and off.
Yep.
That's basically what it was. He cut it, made his own jug, made his own connecting rod, everything, and had a small block 350 piston in it.
Cool.
And it would turn 8,000 RPMs.
Wow, I'm a scream. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
But
the bad part about it is there was no place he could run it because it was over horsepower, over bore.
Yeah.
The only place that anybody could run it would be in an outlaw class.
Yep.
And at that time,
well, you're going against big twins and everything else in outlaw, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. The Onan, big block Onans, and Kohler Command V twins.
Yeah.
That's what they're running in the outlaw class, and he could actually beat a bunch of those with that engine, but he's like, it's not worth it. It's like a 4-hour drive to go to someplace that has a class that he could run it in. So,
yeah.
But he was one of them guys that would just do shit to prove that it could be done.
Sure.
So.
All right. Well, I smell dinner cooking over here, so I'm going to hit it. But anyway, I figured I'd come up and say hi. Are you going to do anything New Year's again this year? Or?
Yeah, I'll probably do another New Year's live.
Yeah, I got my Christmas special next week. I invited a bunch of heavy hitters for next Saturday, but I don't know who's going to show up. We'll see.
Well, if it's not snowing and I'm not out in the garage, I'll stop in and say, hey.
Hey, you're always welcome. Everybody here is always welcome. All right, let me go. Take care, everybody.
All right,
Thanks. Take it easy, everybody.
You too.
John, when I keep picking on you, saying you gotta be related to me because I had a crazy grandfather. Boy, you sure had that dark mustache and gray beard like me. You might. I think you have some of my great grandfather's blood in you.
God, I hope not.
Why not? Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be related to Thomas Andrews. That'd be even worse.
Well, this is true. Yeah.
Well, but the one thing about it, at least John has a voice made for radio. That's for sure.
Oh God, John could be
radio.
I like to record him saying a few things.
Dude, I'm telling you, when John was still a sheriff, if he walked up to me and told me, license and registration, dude, I'd be pissing myself. I'm like, this dude's freaking serious, man.
I use my little teddy bear voice on the traffic stops.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I bet you I can find someone that would disagree with you.
One or two.
I'm gonna try this, Ed. You know how you can soak deer meat inside of milk to make it less gamey?
Mm-hmm.
I read someplace you can use cream of mushroom soup with with milk. You ever heard of that?
I've took deer burger, browned it up, and mixed it with cream of mushroom soup.
No, do you use that? I've never done with cream mushroom. I use milk usually. I just submerge it in milk. But do you use the whole can of cream of mushroom with milk, or just cream of mushroom soup and water?
I just use cream of mushroom soup and then a pound of hamburger and put it over rice.
Google it.
Some guy said heat up the cream of mushroom soup, make it like you're going to make it for it to eat, and then pour the whole thing over the top.
Well, Briggs, if we knew somebody that had like a good cooking channel, we could probably ask them.
Yeah, if we knew somebody had a good cooking channel.
Well, I'm asking that because he used to work at a butcher shop, and he knows what I'm talking about.
I cook fattening stuff.
I worked out in the shop all day yesterday, redoing a zero turn, and finally got in and got set down.
I got to where I mean, Ed keeps putting in noodles and oodles and all that stuff in there, so I ain't supposed to have all that. So I quit watching them.
I hit a 12-point on Friday. I just had them hanging in my backyard for about all day, Friday night, Saturday. Today the butcher said, bring them over. And I had to put them in. I couldn't leave them in the garage because didn't want blood on the ground, so I put them out in the. Oh yeah,
my neighbor shot that one this afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah, he was.
That's about what I hit with my truck. I had not been hunting in 4 years. I've got 9 deer with the front of my truck. They keep coming across. Hey, but you know, I just say they wanted to commit suicide.
Too overpopulated with the deer. That's the problem. They're everywhere.
You kidding me? They walk up and down my street like it's hunting season, and they know they can't be shot here, but it's 24/7. I hate driving my truck, or my pickup or convertible up the street. You gotta go real slow. It's like I've had to stop more than once over a friggin' couple bucks walking across the street. But if I'm in the semi with that grill guard, yes, I take off. Bam! Here you go. My neighbor called the police because they said I shot it. I got a deer in my backyard, and deer season's almost over. Blah blah blah. And the cops came down and looked. I said, here's a tag from state troopers on the side of the highway. And I brought it on the end of the street when it still strapped to my fifth wheel. And he says, and the sheriff deputy, the state trooper said, why would you want the deer you just hit? What's going to happen to it if I leave it here? It's going to lay on the side of the highway, and it'll sit there for a couple of weeks until the DOT comes by, throw it in their truck. Guess where they take it? The landfill. It's going to sit there and go to waste. So I'm going to take it home.
The buzzard's got to eat too.
What's that?
Buzzard's got to eat too.
There is no buzzard around here. I'm the buzzard. I'm eating it.
Okay.
It chipped my paint on my grill guard. I got paint my grill guard in the spring, so I'm the buzzard.
All right, y'all. It's been the hour. I got to get ready because I got to go into work early in the morning. So appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And
out.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all on the next one, guys.
See y'all later.
Enjoy it. Y'all have a good night. Y'all take care. Everybody have a good one.